a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after face planting on the road.
What are the odds?
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see it in your eyes.
Never a dull moment on this Tavant trip.
Excellent! I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
We were talking about one certain traveler, and how two's company, but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tour around Tibet, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they brave the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures. They clearly must have 9 lives. Wink, wink. Let's hope they have less than 10 deaths.
What the? It just gets worse and worse.
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stone Gate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about?
Let me guess, a poetry festival.
Correct! It's a poetry gala, and Mondstadt and Liyue are hosting it together. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director Hu here during the Lantern Rite?
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
Oh yeah, completely
That's
forgot
right.
about that.
At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit.
Yeah,
And now,
you don't say.
I finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala.
Bit of a weird name.
That is a long
Liyue's
name.
poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun, and a great chance for people from both places to get to know one another. Hu Tao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
Forsooth, I am wont to dabble in verse.
I'm sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away.
But the sea of clouds, clouds always return.
Looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
All right, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or 2.
Mm.
You guessed it so effortlessly,
Wow.
but you still guessed it wrong.
Ooh.
Wait, Paimon guessed wrong?
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you. I'm not
Yep.
going.
I had the feeling.
Xiao, you're here too.
Why am I not
Never
surprised?
having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am, the raucous atmosphere you are cultivating is precisely the kind which I must avoid, as you well know.
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a shot and you'll be wandering lonely as a cloud in no time. And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop and cheer us on. But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with. It can't hurt to take a quick walk and check things out.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
Join us. It'll be fun.
I'll consider it.
And there he goes again. Off
It's
there
nearly
to
time.
there.
don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived by now.
Yes, that's right.
How
Venti and I
many?
still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then!
I was gonna say, I think I know someone who might be able to coax him, but I don't think he'll do it. For any good reasons. Huh. Once again, another year passes by for this game. 3 years old now. Jesus. I think this game came out back in 2020. Oh, that's hard to think.
Wow, it's so lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already. And a lot of them are familiar faces! Let's go say hi!
Yep. Not surprising to see these two.
Well, look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have attracted talent of the highest caliber.
Hey! Xingqiu and Changyun are here too!
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondstadt was able to lift such heavy objects like they were but a feather.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super strong!
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised. That's the only reason I agreed to come at all.
Speaking of Noelle,
What investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax, dear Paimon. All will be revealed in time.
Okay.
yep. Oh, hey, Tiona.
Diona! Traveler
Surprising
in
to see her
Paimon?
here.
I didn't expect to see you here. Are you here to mix drinks?
I thought the exact same thing.
I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Mondstadt wine industry. You're representing Mondstadt's wine industry? Oh, you must be hating every minute of it. Of course I hate it! But it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business once and for all! Opportunities like this don't come around every day, you know.
Don't make me get the yarn ball.
How do you figure that? All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions imaginable. Nobody will ever buy wine from Mondstadt again.
Well, I think a certain redhead
End up getting the opposite
would
result.
be saying, yeah, the opposite effect.
Just you wait! I ain't about to mess this up.
Well, good luck.
Are you gonna write some poetry with us too? Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before, but I've never tried writing any myself. You should join in. It'll be fun. Fine, if I have time.
Alright. What's going on over here? Mika.
Noelle!
Now, this is an odd combo.
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
Good lord, that name.
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds weird?
No, I don't think so. Are you here as Mondstadt's representatives?
Representatives? No. Nothing fancy like that. We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up the venue.
Really?
But I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here from Mondstadt by herself.
God.
She's a true knight.
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on.
Also, you're the true knight here. I'm still in training. If
Uh,
anything, I should be addressing
feel
you
bad.
as sir.
What? No. Please don't. Just keep calling me Mika.
Why does it feel like these two could keep this up all day?
Yes.
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry gala as much as we can.
That sounds
But I
about
haven't
her.
written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
It's the first time for everything.
Yeah, plus
Right,
you
Miles?
won't be alone. We're joining too. The Traveler's a really good writer,
I
you
said
know.
that joke for no.
Really?
That no one's gonna get
In
that
that
one.
case,
Not
we'll
even
try
by
our
stretch.
best too.
Perhaps the challenge of writing
Once stick
poetry
Eula's advice,
is a
Mika.
rite of passage that all who
Well,
wish to
would
qualify
say,
as a
advice she would
knight
say, but
must eventually face.
probably would be the one to tell you to do this.
I wouldn't go that far. But anyway, no backing out now. See you soon.
Sure. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
We'll write together. It's actually an odd pairing to see these two. Especially when Noelle's been like one character from the Mondstadt region that has kind of been
Poems and
not
melodies
seen a
wandering
whole
the
lot
wind,
in events
wafting to pastures
or
beyond their
anything.
homes.
Story
Two greedy
related.
fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Benches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome one and all to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
I was supposed to say, do we have a Fontaine?
And Mondstadt's liquor-loving
Fontaine in here?
lyricist, Venti the Bard. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people,
that go?
and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers
said
to
both are
seasoned
these VA.
songwriters.
You do
If
such
you
a good
ask
job
me, the
with
most
rhyming.
important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words. Just
Wow.
right from the heart in whatever form you like.
Damn.
To help everyone really cut
about
loose and enjoy
cutting-
themselves to the fullest,
Talk about ripping people's
Venti and I
heartstrings.
have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Uh-oh.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a pretty good choice for a warm-up activity.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
That is such a long name. What's the first one?
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Lua definitely wrote this one.
No
I just
kidding.
read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about some kind of bird?
Yes.
So, it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
In a nutshell, yes.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon. Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
Oh, it's nothing really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think, Traveler?
I think dandelion is the right answer.
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
The important thing is it's authentic.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
Well,
That's a
no matter what
bold
the real
claim.
answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh yes, I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
Oh, I'm curious now how different they would be. Well, let's see what the contrast is.
This one says... Oh, this handwriting is just awful. I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind. Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that.
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past the surface level meaning with riddles, or you'll fail to plumb their depths.
Huh? So have you got any ideas, Shincho?
Well,
Singcho just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh.
So this is Shincho's riddle! You know, Paimon was expecting you to write something a little more... elegant.
this festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present, I thought I'd try writing something more accessible and less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
Hey, that's fair
Hey,
enough.
not bad! So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the sly, or...?
Nope.
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Meanie!
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Oh boy.
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see who stumps who! Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
Gladly.
Ha! At least you're nice to Paimon!
Well, not all the time.
And I look forward to seeing the fruits of your literary labors.
Ha! Prepare to get stumped!
How? You're floating. That one was a bad one.
Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, Paimon really doesn't have any clue how. Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Is this talking about some kind of animal?
All animals need to
It's a chair!
eat. I know. I had the feeling it was referring to a
Diana,
chair.
how did you guess it so quickly? Wait, were you the one who wrote it?
I couldn't help but entertain the joke.
Of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped into my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws.
Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and switch.
Are you trying to write one?
Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought
Oh boy.
Maybe I should try to come up with one too. Alright, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer?
Nope.
Nah, no need. I don't really care about winning a prize. Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's time to carry on with the event. We should regroup with the others. Sure, have fun.
Alright. Let's see, what are the other riddles?
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
That's fair enough.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh. That means I have to be first to raise my hand.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Oh god, what is it? Now I'm
Riddle
curious.
number 1. Let me see here. Ugh. This riddle is, unique, especially the handwriting.
Uh-oh.
I have four corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned
Oh my
and
god.
carefully baked.
Good lord.
Baked. I pass through the lips, one piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your
Oh my god.
mind.
They drew Shinchos.
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
That was...
Oh, brat. It's, pizza. The answer is pizza.
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your
That's
mind?
a perfect face, Trevor.
And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken, pizza is round, is it not? Like more
Well,
meat?
technically you could make it square.
Eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it easier to face problems that need solving. So,
Don't even try.
okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes people more intelligent.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time.
I'm on
What is it? Have you got it?
books.
Huh?
They're square and they got lots of big words baked into them.
Oh, gotcha!
How does that say? I'll laugh at that.
The answer is books!
Alright, that was an animation.
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
I had the feeling that that was what the
So
answer was.
the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on, Mika. Concentrate.
We're awesome at this!
Ahem.
Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds,
Oh my
amidst
God.
the gloomy, snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Liyue.
Gee, I wonder who that one could be.
I got it!
Oh boy.
Oh,
Awkward.
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Favonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
no, how could I?
Oh god.
It was you who thought of it first. You should be the one to guess.
Well, my answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't. You were just before me.
No, for crying out loud.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point.
Whoops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit.
You don't say.
So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia!
Wow. How convenient they both
that
had the
certainly
same.
sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for its exquisite beauty. The Cecilia is held by many Mondstadters to be the true windbloom. Although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this probably wasn't the answer they were looking for. Sorry. Any other answers?
Oh, I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
Is the answer Genshin?
I was just
The
about to
poem
say
does
Genshin.
evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Genshin is the right answer.
Hello, fellow Fontanian.
Oh, Shinjo got it before Paimon could.
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high. So, I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondstadt as well.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
Well, you could interpret that riddle as
Well,
both
since
ways.
even the Riddler themselves agrees, all three contestants earn a point each.
Hey, fair game.
Hey, Shinjo's got up to Paimon already.
It's just measly 1 point.
You're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the handwriting so floaty? What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
What?
It's Paimon's. They picked Paimon's riddle. Yay!
I feel like no one wants to answer it. Yeah. I feel like no one's gonna answer it till the...
Why isn't anyone guessing? Is Paimon's riddle too hard?
No, the answer's in front of them.
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot believe it.
Yes.
No way! Well, go on then. Tell us the answer if you're so sure.
The answer is Paimon.
Gee, was it that obvious?
What?
It's Paimon.
Yeah, the only thing that floats. Yeah. Paimon
I
for
was
crying.
actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
Same answer.
No! You're all completely wrong! How the heck did you all think the answer was Paimon?
Let's see.
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
Nope.
No.
And
You're
float.
always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
I appreciate not finishing that
Glug,
sentence.
glug.
Yeah.
Wait. Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again?
Think about it for a moment.
No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber. You know, the Jade Chamber that's always flying up there in the sky.
Is that so? I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more accurately. In
Yeah.
fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
Uh-oh.
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Yep.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part?
I can vouch for it.
You think so too? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to the riddle is the widely adored Paimon!
Oh, that was funny.
Great!
Subconsciously
And
writing
with
it
that,
away unexpectedly.
the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinto, Paimon still feels like she got a little smarter.
Smug look.
Didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Let's go ask him about it.
I was about to say, would his auntie be involved with that investigation by chance?
Hey, you two!
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment there, I was worried I might lose to you.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
I am indeed. Though, if you really want it, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Seriously? Wow, what is it?
Uh-oh.
A most generous donation by yours truly as director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Namely, a buy one, get one free coupon for our high-end customized service package. It's a pleasant surprise to learn you're
Why am I not
so
surprised?
interested in it, Paimon.
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, hard pass, you can keep it.
Are you sure? In that case, I'll gladly take it.
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our anytime, anywhere, on-demand collection service. Just give us a call and we'll be right there.
Wow.
With any luck, we'll still show up even if you're unable to call.
So, to what do we owe the honor, Paimon?
What do you mean we? Changyun's the one Paimon's looking for, not you. Wasn't he saying something about needing help?
Oh, yeah. That.
How about I put it in riddle form?
Uh-oh.
Huh? Isn't the competition over?
He's still gonna
'Twas
put it
like
in the
a
riddle form.
demon not demonic, or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when approached, though sought, naught could be found.
Is it referring to Zhao?
Sounds to me like you encountered a ghastly little ghosty in the wild.
It is October.
Perhaps I should
Still.
just explain it. Basically, while I was training this morning, I suddenly caught sight of a non-human entity. It was floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent. At first, I thought I'd finally encountered a demon that wasn't repelled by my pure yang spirit, and immediately prepared to exorcise it. But none of my methods had any effect on it. And when I went to try and get a closer look at it and tried to ascertain what I was dealing with, it disappeared into thin air.
Yep.
You're sure it's not a ghost or spirit of some kind?
Quite sure. I could sense that it had a physical body. And if it were a spirit, I'm sure it would have been scared away long before I saw it. It's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste, I didn't ascertain its true nature before taking action. Thinking back on it, if it wasn't an evil spirit, maybe I offended some kind of adeptus or illuminated beast.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It was something you'd never seen before. Anyone else would have reacted the same way. Besides, we're making up for it now by doing our best to find out the truth.
Well, I
Any
could tell you
thoughts,
the truth.
Venti? Have you managed to untangle Chongyun's twisted tail?
Why don't you take a guess first, Hu Tao?
Oh, that means you have.
The answer.
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure it's not what Liyue would call an evil spirit or demon. So whatever it is, it's not dangerous. How about this? We can incorporate a search element into tomorrow's poetry activity.
Oh, does that mean we get to play outside while we write poetry?
Already outside, Paimon. Look up.
Close, but no. Good ideas could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a good rest before tomorrow.
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the wine stand.
Ah, yes. Where Venti's heart deserves to be. To the wine stand. Even when he's in another nation, he's still finding a way to get drunk. Oh, that's a cool portrait. That's awesome. Alright. I expected this to be longer, honestly. I guess we'll just have to wait. Guess that's the end for Act 1. Either way, kinda interested with this event. Kinda like it. Either way, hopefully y'all like, comment, subscribe, and everything. Yeah, this is shorter than most of the other Genshin content. Be glad. Be glad this is the shortest of that content for now. Because, I'll tell you this. This ain't a norm with this game, that's for sure. Everything is always an hour, 2 hours long of footage. Either way, hopefully y'all enjoyed and curious and liking this event. I am already. Either way. Bye! Of course, forgot.